Most people see a bitter gourd and think, bumpy, bitter, forgettable. It's a vegetable that's often pushed aside, its sharp taste making it an unlikely favorite on anyone's plate. But for a new wave of farmers, this humble vegetable is turning into green gold, a crop that's not just surviving but thriving and changing lives in the process. They're swapping chemical sprays for compost, rediscovering that sometimes the simplest way is the best way. By nurturing the soil naturally, they're finding that healthy earth grows healthier crops. This is the story of how a once overlooked vegetable became a symbol of a quiet but powerful farming revolution, inspiring hope in rural communities. The change began with a question. What if we stopped fighting nature and started working with it? What if we trusted the land to heal itself, given the chance? For decades, bigger, faster, cheaper meant more chemicals and shortcuts. But at what cost? The soil grew tired, the water ran dirty, and the health of both land and people suffered. Some farmers saw the toll on their land and health and decided to try something different. They realized that true abundance comes from respect, not exploitation. They bet on nature's intelligence, rolled up their sleeves, and got back to basics. Every seed planted by hand was a step toward renewal. They learned to listen to the soil, to see their farms as living ecosystems, not factories. Earthworms returned, birds sang, and the land slowly came back to life. Growing organic bitter gourds turned out to be good for the earth, and for business. Demand for clean, chemical-free produce soared as more people sought healthier choices. The secret, valuing quality over quantity, and earning trust from customers willing to pay for clean food. Relationships grew, and communities thrived around these honest harvests. This is the new gold rush, a quiet revolution fought with shovels and compost, promising a healthier future for families, farmers, and the planet. The bitter gourd is leading the charge, transforming not just fields but mindsets and possibilities, and it's just the beginning. The journey from humble gourd to green gold is inspiring a new era of hope and sustainability. Meet the star of our story, bitter gourd, also known as bitter melon, Corella, or ampalaya, depending on where you are in the world. This remarkable vegetable has many names, but its impact is universal. It's a bumpy, ridged cousin of the cucumber, instantly recognizable for its striking appearance and famous for its sharp acquired taste that lingers on the palate. Love it or hate it, its unique flavor is a staple in kitchens across Asia, Africa, and the Caribbean, where it's celebrated in countless traditional recipes and street foods. But bitter gourd is more than just a culinary oddity or a challenging ingredient for adventurous eaters. For centuries, it's been used in traditional medicine to manage ailments, especially diabetes, and is often valued as a natural remedy for a variety of health concerns. Modern science now confirms it's packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, making it a nutritional powerhouse that supports overall well-being. It's a natural pharmacy on a vine, offering health benefits straight from the earth. For small farmers, it's a reliable, fast-growing crop that thrives in tough climates, requiring minimal resources and providing consistent yields. Its steady demand feeds families, sustains communities, and provides livelihoods for countless people around the globe. The gourd's popularity is a testament to its versatility, as food, medicine, and a source of income for many. It connects people to their heritage, brings generations together, and offers hope for healthier futures through its many uses. Next time you see this bumpy green gourd, remember, it's an unsung hero with a rich story and a vital role in cultures worldwide. It's more than meets the eye, with layers of history, nutrition, and tradition packed inside. It's a workhorse of the agricultural world, supporting both rural economies and urban markets. And it's here to stay, continuing to nourish, heal, and inspire for generations to come. So, what does it mean to farm organically? It's simple. No synthetic chemicals, no shortcuts. Organic farmers feed the soil, not just the plant, using compost and cover crops to build fertility. Healthy soil is the foundation, full of nutrients and life. Instead of chemical sprays, they use integrated pest management, beneficial insects, trap crops, and natural sprays like neem oil. The goal isn't to wipe out pests, but to create a balanced ecosystem. Organic farming is holistic, seeing the farm as a living system where everything is connected. It takes more observation, patience, and hands-on work. You walk the fields, check the leaves, and learn the land's rhythms. It's a partnership with nature, not a battle. The rewards, healthier crops, richer soil, and a legacy that lasts generations. Organic farming sustains the land, and the people who depend on it. It's not just a method, it's a mindset. And it's changing the way we grow food, for good. Muhammad Aslam was once a conventional farmer, caught in a cycle of chemical fertilizers and ever-increasing expenses. He worked hard, but it always felt like he was running just to stay in the same place, never truly moving forward. Each passing year, his soil grew weaker and more lifeless, his crop yields stagnated, and his worries multiplied. The land that once promised abundance now seemed to give less and less. Then, during a harsh drought, Aslam noticed something remarkable. A neighbor's lush, thriving, chemical-free farm stood out like an oasis amid the dry fields. Skeptical but desperate for change, Aslam decided to take a leap of faith and try organic methods, even though he wasn't sure they would work. The first year was tough. His yields dropped, pests attacked his crops, and his neighbors doubted his choices, whispering that he was making a mistake. But Aslam didn't give up. He learned about composting, discovered the importance of beneficial insects, and began to understand the true meaning of soil health. He read books, attended workshops, experimented with small test plots, and connected with other organic farmers who shared their experiences and advice. Gradually, he saw his land transform before his eyes. The soil became rich and alive, earthworms returned, and his plants grew stronger and more resilient. He stopped seeing his farm as just a factory for crops and started seeing it as a living, breathing community, full of interconnected life. The process was slow, filled with setbacks and moments of doubt, but Aslam's determination never wavered. He knew real change would take time. He became more than just a grower. He became a true steward of the land, caring for every part of his farm's ecosystem. Slowly, his gamble began to look less like a risk and more like a wise investment in the future. As his fields grew greener and his harvests improved, Aslam's journey was about more than just changing techniques. It was about unlearning old habits and embracing a new, more sustainable philosophy. He wasn't just growing crops anymore, he was rebuilding his relationship with the earth, nurturing it back to health with every season. And finally, it was starting to pay off. His crops were healthier, his profits were rising, and his hope was renewed. Aslam's story is living proof that real change is possible, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Sometimes the biggest rewards come from taking the toughest, most uncertain path, and having the courage to keep going. Aslam's transformation didn't just change his own life, it inspired others in his community to rethink their own farms and try new approaches. And it all began with a single, stubborn gourd, a small start that grew into a movement for change. How did Aslam revive his farm? He built a playbook of simple, powerful techniques. First, he saved seeds from his healthiest bitter gourds, breeding resilience into each generation. He attacked poor soil with compost and vermicompost, turning waste into nutrient-rich, black gold. For pests, he used yellow sticky traps, homemade neem garlic sprays, and encouraged natural predators by planting marigolds and sunflowers. His fields became a self-regulating ecosystem. He built sturdy bamboo trellises, lifting vines off the ground for better airflow and fewer diseases. Every detail mattered: good seeds, great soil, smart pest control, and strong support. The result? Bitter gourds that thrived, bigger, healthier, and more abundant than ever. Aslam's playbook was simple, but it worked. He proved that with care and creativity, organic farming could outshine the old ways. And his farm became a model for others to follow. After 2 years of struggle, Aslam's third season brought a transformation. His vines flourished, the leaves deep green, the gourds abundant and vibrant. It was a bumper harvest, his best ever, and all without chemicals. Costs dropped, yields soared, and his field buzzed with life. Neighbors who once doubted him now visited, amazed by his results. Aslam shared his methods, showing them compost pits and natural sprays. He wasn't just harvesting gourds, he was harvesting proof that a better way was possible. His success inspired others in the community to consider organic farming. The financial windfall was real, but the sense of pride was even greater. Aslam's gamble had paid off, restoring his faith in the land and in himself. The bitter gourd had given him a sweet victory. His story became a beacon of hope for others. It showed that working with nature could be both profitable and sustainable. Aslam's field was now the envy of the village, and his journey was just beginning. Growing a great crop is one thing, selling it is another. Aslam took his organic bitter gourds to market, proudly labeling them "grown with nature, not chemicals." At first customers were skeptical, but Aslam shared his story and let them taste the difference. He priced his gourds a bit higher, explaining the care behind every fruit. Slowly, word spread. People returned for the clean, flavorful gourds. Trust grew, and so did his customer base. The higher price became a mark of quality, not a barrier. Profits soared, allowing Aslam to invest in his farm and family. His success motivated other farmers to consider organic methods. Aslam wasn't just selling vegetables, he was selling trust and health. The market responded, rewarding his commitment to purity. Organic farming became a smart business move, not just an ideal. Aslam's stall became a hub for those seeking safer food. He created a new market, one built on transparency and care. And it all started with a single honest harvest. Aslam's success rippled far beyond his own fields. By healing his soil, he improved water retention and stopped chemical runoff, benefiting the whole area. Other farmers grew curious, forming a network to share organic knowledge and seeds. This collaboration strengthened the community and built a movement for sustainable agriculture. The shift improved public health, offering families clean, chemical-free food. Awareness about food safety grew, empowering consumers to demand better produce. Aslam's story became a blueprint for healthier, more resilient farming. It showed that abundance and sustainability can go hand in hand. His journey inspired others to rethink what's possible. The humble bitter gourd became a symbol of hope and renewal, and the ripples continue to spread. Aslam's story isn't just inspiring, it's a call to action. We all have a role in this food revolution, starting with the choices we make every day. Support organic farmers by seeking out their produce even if it costs a bit more. Think of it as an investment in your health, the planet, and future generations. Visit local markets, talk to farmers, and ask about their methods. Advocate for more organic options in your community and stores. Share what you've learned. Every conversation builds momentum for change. This is about more than just bitter gourds. It's about the world we want to create. Do we choose chemical shortcuts, or a food system that heals the earth? The choice is ours. By supporting organic, we help build a better world. Next time you shop, remember Aslam's journey. Choose health, honor hard work, and help plant the seeds for a sustainable future.